My name is Serpico and I'm a Sofubi painter, designer and collector. I'm from Mexico and I have been painting since 2018. What really inspired me to paint, it was first figures like Marusan, Bullmark. They look very minimal, and the paint was so minimalistic, just like 3 colors, shade of colors. So it was really inspiring to start to paint. Nature itself is very inspiring to me, like insects, plants, earth colors. And the colors I used are made here in Mexico because export solvent paints is kind of illegal. So a friend of mine paint colors, vendor colors or vendor paint, something like that. That's what I used to paint with airbrush. And I used acrylic paints too for the details like the eyes, the teeth and all that. And my favorite Sofubi makers obviously is Marusan and Bullmark, because they kind of started all this stuff of the soft vinyl, and they are my favorite. I collect a lot of kaijus, those brand. I have some independent designer toys, favorite designer toys like Real Head, the School Toys, Gokolo, Soulman, and just to mention, because everything I collect is because I like it. The process for King Joe's of his, they came in a black color. This is called blank when they don't have paint. It was a black blank, and you start with put some base color. Then I choose pink because it really pops up of every collection. You will notice the pink color everywhere. And yes, I had to separate this to paint them individually in each of the King Joes. This is based in metallic colors, and that's the first step, to put the base on it. And second step is to masking everywhere to get those shapes on it. Masking, and it's kind of takes a lot of time, but when you do it right, it's very satisfying. For this I use some techniques of the model kits, like the weathering or rusting or battle damage is when they are old. This is called Rusty Joe because it's all rusted. I made all this rust with hand brush, and after all that I have to put some wash on it. It's very dissolved paint on water that looks like water, but it gives you like this kind of dirty look or rust. I use pigments too to dissolve on it, and yeah, that's most of it. And decals, water decals are used in the model kits, and they are like stickers, but they get into the pieces, and they look like a really mini paint if you put them right. And yeah, that's most of all. In the end, you have to use varnish. It's a very important step to use varnish to protect the figure. And yeah, for the Hedorah figure I use very basic colors, just some shades on it, shade of colors, I guess, like this. And this is what this is something I really love of painting. Just made some basic shades of primary colors, and that's what I used to make that Hedorah. It was very popular. Working right now is my own toy. Is inspired by Bolton and Kaiju's insects, but it's inspired in the world of Mad Max. This is Semi-Rida, that is like a cicada but rider and with leather jacket. Skull on the back. And yes, my inspirations are Mad Max, the Kaijus, the rockers, and and all that. Um, the scarf that came from Real X Kit, so I got very inspired by those too. And yeah, I'm actually planning what to do, where to produce the Sofubi, and I think I will make a Kickstarter to get funds for this toy, and we will see. This is just a prototype of resin. It's a resin kind of Sofubi. I will show you this very soon. And yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for listening to me. My English is the worst. It's not my main language, but I tried, and I'm always learning everything. I learn a lot of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes when I'm painting, a lot, and that's how I learn. Okay, thanks a lot.